The Universe Survival Tournament is heating up as a few of the universes have already been eliminated, as well as many of those remaining having lost many fighters. What may be the biggest surprise is Universe 11. Thus far hyped up to be the biggest threat, already down to only 3 fighters left. Can Universe 7 survive the likes of Hit or Jiren? Here's how we made our choices for the top 10 last surviving fighters. First, we examined Dragon Ball Super's current introduction. This one is the most blatantly obvious, Goku and Jiren going at it throughout. So it may be safe to assume that Goku and Jiren will be among the last few remaining, possibly the last 2 remaining contestants. This however, has misled us before. Buu was displayed as a contestant up until we found out he fell asleep, leading animators to add Frieza in the current iteration. Will writers fool us again? Second, we examined Dragon Ball Super's current outro. In the first splash of characters we see Genos from Universe 4, Hit, Cabba, Khalifa, Kale and Frost from Universe 6, and Jirasan from Universe 10. In the next splash, we see 3 rows of characters, many of which have been eliminated. First row is mainly the robots of Universe 3. The next row is filled with the likes of Universe 2. And the top row has the remaining fighters from Universe 11. Following the character profiles, a close-up of Universe 11's 3 remaining fighters Toppo, Jiren, and Dispo. After this, Jiren's eyes light up to a flash transition which brings us to Universe 7's fighters on what seems to be a planet. Included in this group is Krillin, so it seems to be after the tournament. Piccolo seems to give a grin in this screenshot as well, so that may be hinting something. Lastly, Gohan and Goku fly up together towards an opponent. What some have wondered is, who could this opponent be, and why isn't Vegeta in this paired with Goku? Haven't the writers already established Vegeta is much stronger than Gohan? Third, we examined what has happened thus far in the tournament. In the tournament thus far, we know that Jiren can one-shot a raging Kale, who easily walked through a Kamehameha by an SSJB Goku. We also know that both Jiren and Toppo have been doing a lot of energy conservation for the first 10 minutes of the tournament. Something most fighters don't have the luxury of doing. Universe 11 wise, I think it's safe to say that both Toppo and Jiren will be among the last few standing. Dispo will have to somehow be able to beat Hit or U7's best fighters to keep his spot. Universe 6 wise Kale and Khalifa seem to be worn out. Cabba has yet to even surpass SSJ1, and Magadha doesn't have Bottomo anymore to cover his ears. There are the 2 other mystery fighters who have yet to show, but an appearance is unlikely. That leaves Frost and Hit. Unless Frost magically learns a golden form, he can't compete with the likes of U7 and U11. That leaves Hit. Universe 4 seems to be all tricksters, with their most featured fighter unable to compete with base form Goku. It's likely U4 will all be knocked out come episode 105. Universe 2's best fighter Ribrianne may be able to compete with the likes of 17 and 18, and is even seen battling SSJ1 Vegeta in the current DBS intro. It's unlikely we'll see her make it to the end, but she'll be the last one standing in U2. Universe 3, or as many have deemed the robot universe, really doesn't have any heavy hitters. The most dangerous robot presented initially was quickly dismantled by Hit. The important one to assess is Universe 7. Based on Goku's performance thus far, so long as he stops making stupid mistakes he should make it the rest of the way. Same goes for Vegeta. SSJB are just too great of trump cards. Frieza-wise, his golden form matches the SSJB form in power, and Frieza claimed he has now mastered it, but that has yet to be seen. If what he says is true, then he should be able to take everyone. Unless he tries to take Universe 11 himself. That leaves Gohan, Piccolo, 17, 18, Jin and Roshi. Sorry to say, but even with all of Roshi's experience, he won't make it to the last 10. Tien, although very strong, will likely be sitting next to Krillin before our final moments of the tournament. That leaves our final 4. If we were to go by where our fighters were at the end of DBZ, Gohan would have easily been the remaining fighter, but this is especially hard to judge considering 17 sparred Goku when he was SSJB and seemed to hold his own, whereas the same couldn't be said for Gohan, Piccolo and 18. But with Goku, one can never tell how seriously he actually takes friendly sparring matches. Against Gohan though, Goku seemed much more serious when they sparred, and the results showed that. 17 and 18 also have the advantage of unlimited energy, which seems to have completely underutilized thus far. It is also important not to forget that Gohan not too long ago was choked out by Piccolo. Even with Gohan's newly rediscovered mystic form, I'm uncertain it'd